Satnam. Hello everybody. In this video we're going to be doing the Nadi Cleansing technique. This is an instructional video. There's a separate video just for the practice. This is so we can get the elements of the practice down. The Nadi Cleansing technique is a really good practice to burn away karma, burn away blocks within the body, if you will. It's to clear the energetic channels, or nadis. The nadis are rivers of energy that run through and around the body, and everywhere two or more of these nadis intersect, a chakra is formed. And we're very familiar in our society with the main 7 chakras, actually right behind me here on this wall. But we actually have 72,000 plus of these chakras in and outside of the body, where the energetic channels, nadis, flow. So this practice is great for beginners as well as long-time practitioners to continue to keep the body flowing with optimum energy. So building a seat, we're going to take thumb and first finger touch, other 3 fingers extend away, so that's Gyan Mudra. And in the right hand, we're going to curl the first 2 fingers down and then the other 3 fingers extend away into Vishnu Mudra. We're going to practice alternate nostril breathing first. So taking the right thumb, resting it in the corner of the right eye socket, right by the bridge of the nose. And then sliding the thumb down the bridge of the nose right until we hit that divot right above the right nostril. And then a little gentle pressure into that right side divot, and we'll close the right side nostril to breathe in and out of the left side. You can rest that right ring finger right on the left nostril divot without any pressure applied. So we're still breathing in and out of the left nostril with that gentle pressure into the right thumb, closing off the right nostril. And finding the last exhalation here, you'll push gently into that left divot with the ring finger, closing off the left nostril and releasing the thumb on the right side. And then breathing in and out of the right nostril. The right thumb is just resting on that divot rather than having any pressure applied. It's just resting there waiting for its turn. Couple more rounds of breath in and out of the right side nostril here. And after the next exhalation, we can release the practice and both hands coming down. So that's the basics of Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing. For Nadi Cleansing Breath, we're going to be doing a specific breath ratio along with the alternate nostril breathing. And we're going to be doing a chant and an imagery. So these are the 3 elements of the Nadi Cleansing Breath that we need to practice, or at least be familiar with, before we go into the practice itself. The first element is the breath ratio. So we'll inhale up the left side for a count of 4. We'll hold for a count of 16. And then we'll exhale out the right side for a count of 8. Inhale, right side, count of 4. Hold across for a count of 16, and then exhale out left for a count of 8. And we'll repeat that over and over and over again. So the breath ratio is in for 4, hold for 16, out for 8. So the second element that we'll do is chanting. We're going to be using the term Satnam. Satnam means I am truth. And we're going to be using the syllables of Satnam in a chant that sounds like this. Satanama, Satanama, Satanama. So that chant is actually going to be our count. That's going to be our metronome as we go through the practice. So we'll use that rather than having to count. So as we count in for the count of 4, that's 1 Satanama. The 16 count across is 4 Satanamas. And then the 8 count exhalation is 2 counts of the Satanama chant, which will sound like this. Inhale, Satanama. Hold for 16. Satanama, 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 and then out, exhaling over the opposite side nostril for 8. Satanama, Satanama, and then this will repeat over and over. So one trick that I like to do while I'm doing this practice is to help with my counts. You'll do the inhale, which is 1 Satanama, but then the 16 count across, we can get a little bit lost. So while we have our thumb and our first finger touching here, you can begin to track down one knuckle at a time because you have 4 little nodes. The point at the tip of the finger where the thumb rests. Then if you come a little bit further in to the next knuckle in, right? That's 1. And then the next knuckle in is 2. And then the next knuckle in down is 3. So that's going to give us all 4, right? Using the first tip of the finger and then down one knuckle at a time. So we have the tip, which is 1, and then each of the 3 knuckles, which makes 4. I hope that makes sense and you guys can see this. So as I'm saying, Satanama, I'll slide it down to the first knuckle. Satanama, I'll slide it down to the second knuckle. Satanama, then I'll slide it down to the third knuckle. Satanama, which gives me the ability to count those 4 repetitions of Satanama just while I'm keeping my hand in the Gyan Mudra and just sliding the thumb down one knuckle at a time to keep that timing. And then the exhale is just Satanama, Satanama. I don't really count that with the knuckles, but you can if that feels appropriate for you at home. So the third element of this practice is envisioning, right? So envisioning light coming in the nostril as we inhale, and it flows down the Nadi channel in to the navel center, or the Dantian. So the navel chakra, the Dantian in ancient Chinese medicine are really interchangeable places. Basically the storehouse of our spiritual energy. So when the energy comes in, we envision that inward breath of light coming in and flowing down into the navel chakra. And then on the exhalation, after the hold, that light will go out, flowing back up the Nadi channels and out the opposite side nostril. And then inhaling light again, down, hold, light stays. And then as we exhale, it flows back up and out the opposite side. So that's it. You know, those are the 3 elements. The ratio, the chant, and the imagery of that white light coming in and out. Beautiful. Guys, listen to this a couple times if you need it, and then meet me at the other video to do the actual practice. Sat Nam.